Bonjour boys and girls, my name is DT, I'm a paper designer and welcome to my workshop. Last year I started this series with the most iconic Pokemon of all time, Pikachu. And then we asked you guys to choose over our Instagram page who was your favorite starter from the first generation. And you chose Charmander. And then we asked you guys to choose who was your second favorite, and my personal choice, Squirtle. I know you've been waiting for this, so coming last but not least, well, maybe least, today we are gonna be making Bulbasaur.
So let's start with maybe a sphere. So let's put this like that. And like this. Okay, you know what guys? Let's put some colors. Okay, that's it. Okay, so I think I'm pretty happy with how the bulb is looking at the moment. So let's fuse those two together. And let's give him a skeleton. Then I'm gonna go into weight paint mode. And I should be able to select my bones, but I don't know why I can't select my freaking bones. Okay, this is going to drive me crazy. So why the heck am I not able to paint those freaking stuff? Oh, come on.
A few moments later.
If in vertex selection mode for weight paint, toggle that off. Oh, come on. So that's why I couldn't see my freaking oh, this was driving me crazy. I'm really sorry guys for sticking with me for so long while I was trying to figure that out. I feel like I'm wasting a lot of time weight painting this guy so we can pose him. And I feel like the final pose is going to be something really classic. No, maybe I would have gone a little bit faster just by posing this guy manually. So are you guys like me? When you have an issue, do everything you can to try to fix it, even if you have to waste your whole afternoon? Or do you just do something else? The right answer would be to do something else, you know, focus your attention on something you can control. I myself like to spend hours and hours trying to figure out why something is not working. I get really frustrated when I can't figure out the answer to a problem. I'm not going to be able to rest until I fix the issue. Should Bulbasaur stay seated? Because I feel like Charmander is already seated, you know? Pikachu is sitting too. Yes, that's a good point. So if Bulbasaur is seated, 3 out of 4 will be seated. Put it on 4 legs with 1 leg lifted. Yeah, I think you guys are right. I think if Bulbasaur is seated, it might be a little too much.
The following day.
Maybe we can twist his body, and maybe I should try to lift one of the legs. Okay, so I think I'm finally done with the model. And I think Bulbasaur is looking really cute here. So now that everything is finished, I will see you guys in a few seconds to build this guy. Okay, so let's start. We are ready to build Bulbasaur today. So let's glue both of the eyes. Okay guys, I think the head is pretty much complete and he's looking pretty good. First foot is complete. Look at those cute little claws. But I have to say, I'm really happy about the colors. I was looking at some reference images, and this guy is like a really bluish green, like a greenish blue color. Let's put it that way, like a turquoise color. So I was afraid I was going to have to paint him. And you guys know that I don't like painting my papercrafts. I was actually able to find the right shade of color, so I'm really happy with this. Okay, I think I'm going to move into the first piece of his bulb. 26. So here's the top of his little bulb. Okay guys, I think I just put on the last piece for his bulb. And I really like how it looks. I think the bulb is looking really sweet. How can you say no to this face? Okay guys, as you can see, his butthole is pretty exposed right now. I have 2 pieces left. Let's glue this piece, like this spot piece, first. And then I will show you guys how we can close this Bulbasaur. Oh. Okay guys, I'm now onto the last piece, so let me show you guys how we can actually close Bulbasaur. So I guess the easiest way would be to start by gluing those two tabs together. So just remove the tab number 410, like this one. And this tab is going to connect to this side of the spot piece, right here. Just like that. Then for the next piece, we're going to move onto this flap. You can still put your index finger up here, like that, so you can apply pressure from this side, like this. So we can open the flap like this, so we can glue this tab, and then move on to this tab here. Okay guys, now we have this last flap right here, this last square. So you're gonna want to glue the upper part first. So let's remove the flap that is on the bulb side first. And you want to fold this side this way so you can have some room to access the inside. Then just take your middle finger, put it up in this hole, and then use your thumb to apply some pressure from this side. Okay, so now you are left with the last tab. This is going to be the tricky part. And I guess you just have to fiddle your way around and just try to do your best to close it. And when I'm closing the Papercraft, I like to use this kind of tool, like a needle tool, to help me. And use my tool like this. I'm going to insert my needle from the side here, so I can try to lift the flap from the inside. So I can use my needle that is around here to put some pressure from the inside. So now I only have this flap that is not glued. Don't know if you guys can actually see. I'm going to insert the needle like this, so it's parallel to the flap, right under the flap. Then I'm going to lift my needle, closing everything, taking out the needle, and as you guys can see, we still have this little hole from where my needle was inserted. And just try to do my best to close that hole. And this is how it should look like. Anyway, I think we are pretty much done, and I have to say he looks really cute.
And Bulbasaur is now complete. This guy put up a pretty good fight. I got a little bit frustrated during the 3D modeling process, but in the end, this little sucker turned out pretty well. And I gotta admit something to you guys. At the beginning, Bulbasaur was definitely my least favorite out of the 3 starters. But in the end, if I had to choose who would be my favorite Papercraft model out of Bulbasaur, Charmander or Squirtle, I have to admit that Bulbasaur might be the one that I actually prefer. I mean, look at this guy's face. He kinda looks like a Staffy with a giant green onion on his back. So yeah, well played Bulby. You managed to get from the bottom to the top. The whole gang is now reunited, but I'd like you guys to tell me in the comment section who out of those 4 is your favorite. And just a quick reminder to tell you that all the templates to build those guys are actually available for free on our website, and all the links are gonna be in the description down below. So if you do make one of those, please send us a photo review on our website. I would love to see some pictures of your creations. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments what you'd like to see me build next time. You guys can follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and until then I will see you in the next workshop. Go!